Training in high humidity is brutal, but what if I told you that the humidity percentage you see on the weather forecast is maybe lying to you about how hard your body actually has to work? Stick around and I'll explain why, and I'll give you the strategies you can use to stay cool, strong, and even get that little bit faster when the weather wants you to give up. Hey, I'm Chris, the head coach at Efficient Endurance. Now, lately, I've given so much advice to my coaching clients who have been struggling in the hot and humid weather, both in training and for race day. They say they feel sluggish, their heart rate's through the roof, and they feel demoralized at not being able to hit their targets. So I put this video together to share the exact same advice that I give my clients so that you can perform better than ever. Okay, to understand why humidity is such a drain on us, we first need to understand how our bodies are supposed to cool down. It's simple really. Your body gets hot, so it sends blood to the skin, and then it releases sweat. Now, as that sweat evaporates, it takes that heat from your blood with it, cooling you down. It's really simple, but it's a really effective process. Well, until humidity crashed the party. Now, humidity is the amount of water vapor in the air. The more water in the air, the less room there is for your sweat to evaporate into. So instead of evaporating and cooling you, it just drips off uselessly without taking any heat with it. Now, here's the insight that most people don't quite understand fully. The percentage of humidity that you see on the weather forecast is something called relative humidity. It's the percentage of water in the air that the air can hold. But what actually really matters is the total volume of water in the air. Here's the worst part. Hot air can hold so much more water than cold air. So, for example, a 32-degree day with 50% humidity will actually hold more water vapor in the air than a 20-degree day with 90% humidity. So you'll struggle to cool down more on that hotter day, even though that humidity percentage looks lower. So let's picture or probably reminisce that struggle that most people have been through. You're out running, it's hot and humid, you're sweating buckets, but it's actually just dripping off of you. Your core temperature will start to rise, your body panics, and it shunts loads more blood to your skin to try and cool you down, which means less of that oxygen-rich blood is going to your hard-working muscles. And to compensate, your heart rate skyrockets. Then you start becoming dehydrated from all that lost sweat. So your blood actually gets thicker, and your heart has to work even harder to pump that sludge around. Now you finally stop, you check your watch, and you see the damage. Your pace was 10% slower than normal, your heart rate was 10% higher than normal, you feel completely knackered and demoralized at your performance. So how do we get around this? Well, here are a few tactics. Tactic 1 is to acclimatize. And that means just don't hide from it. Don't stay indoors just because it's hot and humid outside. Training it safely is the best long-term solution. With 7 to 14 days, so a week or two of consistent training of around an hour a day, you will make incredible adaptations to it. Your blood plasma volume will increase, so you have more blood to share between your cooling system and your working muscles. You'll also find that you start sweating sooner, sweating more, and losing fewer electrolytes. It just means that your body is not allowing itself to get too hot before it does something about cooling it down. Your body literally learns to be more efficient. Now, tactic 2 is to pre-cool and use, well, some mid-session tricks. Even if you're not acclimatized, you can cheat the system a little bit. So before you train, my favorite thing to do on a hot and humid day is to drink an icy blended slushy. All you have to do, get some ice, blend it, drink it. When it goes down into your stomach, the energy your body uses to melt that draws loads of heat away from your core. Now, a couple of other tactics to use that are really good are to use an ice vest. If you have one, might be a good investment. Or if it's your kind of thing, an ice bath might be a good thing to try out before you even go out to run. So you can do it before and after. Before, to keep you cool your core temperature down that little bit, and then after to recover. During your session, make sure that you keep drinking cold fluids. It helps cool your core from the inside out. And don't be afraid to pour some of that cool water over your head and your body for some instant conductive cooling. It's a little bit different to the evaporation method that your sweating uses, so it will cool you down regardless of how humid it is. Tactic 3 is to hydrate smarter. Now, hydration isn't just about chugging a bottle 30 minutes before you start. It's an accumulation of the last 24 hours. So if you know it's going to be hot and humid, make sure that you hydrate the day before. And critically, you need sodium. So sodium is actually the key that allows your body to absorb the water you drink. And without it, all that water you take in is going to go straight through you and not help you maintain that blood volume or sweat effectively. Tactic 4, simple, most of you do it normally, but dress adequately for the weather. Wear lightweight, loose-fitting and moisture-wicking clothing. The loose-fitting gives better airflow, and the lightweight moisture-wicking effect helps pull the sweat off of your skin and onto the fabric, where it has a better chance of evaporating, creating that cooling effect for you. It's also lovely as that cool material flaps against your skin as you're running, cooling you down as it touches you. Okay, we've covered the physical tactics, but the single biggest piece of advice I give my athletes is actually mental. You have to adjust your expectations when it's hot. It's tough when you've trained hard for a race and you've paid really good money for it, but your body simply cannot perform at the same level in high heat and humidity as it could on the perfect day. Just abandon the pace targets on your watch and instead run by feel. Tune into your perceived effort. And remember, everyone else there is gonna suffer just as much as you are. The difference is you've used all these tips to suffer that little bit less and go a lot faster. So the key takeaway is this: humidity doesn't have to ruin your training. Use this knowledge and these tactics to help you master it. And I want to know, what is the most brutal, hot, humid conditions you've ever had to train or race in? Drop your story in the comments and it'd be great to see all the disgusting stories you have. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, I really appreciate it if you gave it a like so we can spread it to more people. And if you would like to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you in the next video.